Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future guitar and music-related videos. So today, Harley Benton is jacking their prices up yet again. It's like the fourth time I've made a video about this. It's getting kind of annoying. And the problem is it's not just Harley Benton. The issue with it right now is that it's what we call a seller's market. So you got all these people that are trapped inside with nothing to do. So they're looking for other hobbies to buy, other things to buy. I mean, the housing market is really high right now. Everybody's trying to get out of their situation. At least in the USA, and guitar-wise, you know, you're not really gonna find a great deal right now because everybody is trying to buy gear because they have nothing to do and they need to figure out something to do. They want to learn a new hobby, you know, buy some better gear. They got a couple extra bucks lying around, maybe, if they're still working. But it is definitely a seller's market right now. So I'm not specifically blaming Harley Benton, but Harley Benton is raising their prices as per the title of this video. And let me just tell you, it is very annoying. So they have a 2x12 that I have been looking at for the longest time, and I mean that literally the longest time, because I am trying to buy it for what I originally saw it for, what it was originally released for, $199.99 or $200 even. USA, plus shipping, obviously, so you're looking at about $250 for them to ship you this 2x12 cab loaded with Celestion Vintage 30s from Germany to the USA. The issue is, right now, it is currently at $234. That is right, they've raised the price by $34, and they have done nothing to improve it. They didn't add a badge, they didn't use better wood. It is the same exact thing, same exact product, and they are charging $34 more. Keep in mind the vertical cab also went up. I think that is selling for like $252. That used to be like $215, $220. I've noticed a trend. I don't know if it's just specifically Harley Benton or other companies as well. I'm mainly looking at Harley Benton. That's the company I'm specifically looking at. And what I'm seeing is the second a popular YouTuber talks about their product, that particular product or their prices in general seem to skyrocket. Lately, it's definitely been more the cabs than the guitars. Looking at a few of the guitars, because I was looking at the Brian May style guitar and the headless guitar, they've actually seemed to be fairly, you know, maybe 10, 15 bucks here and there. I get the market fluctuates, so their prices fluctuate. That's how it works. So I can see like a $10 discrepancy. So I can see it being like anywhere from like 200 to 210, or maybe even going the opposite direction, which would be really cool, you know, like 190 even would be really nice to buy one of those 2x12 cabs with it. But no, they are just raising their prices because they know more and more people are buying that particular product, so they're going to see how far they can raise it before people get pissed off and stop buying it. And basically, how they do that is they're gonna slowly increase it. So, for instance, say it was $200, they're gonna be like, all right, let's put the 205, then 210. We did 210. Let's try 220. Now try 230. I'll throw a couple more bucks on there, and they're trying to figure out the maximum price they can get the buyer to pay for it because they want to make the maximum amount of money. Which I understand. I don't know how much you get for the Celestion Vintage 30s wholesale, but I know basically if you're paying $200 for that cab, you're pretty much buying the speakers, if that, because I think they sell the individual speakers for around $100 if you want to buy an actual Vintage 30 speaker. So, I mean, it's a great deal. That was the whole thing. Everybody was flocking to it because you could get real, genuine Celestion Vintage 30s. Yes, they are coming from China, but all of them are made in China now. And a halfway decent cabinet for like $250, which is a more than reasonable price. But I'm not going to pay your price. Either that or I'm going to find it used because you keep jacking up the prices on me and I don't like it. I don't know if people are still buying the product. I'm not saying that the product is bad. I don't think I've once specifically said Harley Benton is trash or anything along those lines. I'm just saying I don't like that they keep increasing their prices because that's exactly what they're doing and they're doing it again. And it's not fair to the consumer. When you originally released something for $200 like a year ago, I mean, yeah, with inflation, I can see maybe $5 to $10, but not $34. You know, that's a little ridiculous. And that's the issue, though. It is a seller's market. They are taking full advantage of the popularity of that particular product and jacking up the prices, so that way they can get more money. And a company like Harley Benton, the amount of YouTubers on right now that are raving over it, saying, oh, every once in a while you do get a really, really bad one, but most of the time they're pretty decent, mid-range guitars. There's nothing really particularly wrong with them. Yes, you're going to find a little bit of quality issues because of the price range, which is really nothing wrong with that. It's going to happen when you're only paying $300 for a guitar. But if it's a decent playing and sounding guitar and you're getting it for that price, it seems like a good price. There's plenty of YouTubers that rave about them. I think part of the issue too is that it just got jacked up. I know Phil McKnight recently did something where he said that Harley Benton was like the best guitars for like sub $300, which I don't know if I 100% agree with him on that, because I've only had like one or two of them in my hands personally. They were used at a market, and to me they were nothing special. Honestly, I mean they weren't bad guitars by any means. They were decent playing, decent sounding, but am I going to choose that over something else? Not necessarily, because I buy, trade, and sell a lot, as I'm sure I've told you in the past, and I always look at the resale value. And the resale value on Harley Benton stuff isn't really that great right now. For instance, say they have a $300 Les Paul style guitar. I've seen that guitar on Reverb all day for literally half the price. So if you're looking for something that you think you can get out of for relatively the same price, it's just not there. You're better off going for the known brands, your Epiphone, your Squier. If you want to, you're trying guitar, you don't know if you're going to actually like it, and you want to basically get your money back or the bulk of your money back, you're better off going for the more well-known brands as opposed to Harley Benton. As I said, nothing personally against their specific products, but I don't like how the company, as I said, they raise the price every single time somebody mentions their product or whatever. They don't do a coupon code. Maybe they could do something where, yes, they raise the price a couple bucks, but then if a YouTuber, someone popular, is endorsing them, allow them to get a coupon code so that way they can get that for the original price of the product. And be better off to the consumer. They're going to like you, especially. Everybody loves coupons. Everybody loves 10%. I think Orangewood was doing a thing for a while. Orangewood acoustic guitars. Haven't played one of those. I tried to get one off of, I think it was Goodwill, but the price went a little bit too high for me, so I didn't end up buying it. But 10% off coupon definitely goes a long way for the consumer for buying these products, but I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon, unfortunately. I think the price is going to stay where it is. I'm not going to buy one right now because I'm not overpaying for something that should cost $200, because now that $250 becomes $280, there goes another $30 that I could, you can buy several packs of strings for that, some picks, guitar strap, whatever, polishes. $30 can go a long way for guitar products, depending on what you're going. You can't get a guitar for $30 unless you're getting it off of Wish.com or AliExpress. But yeah, don't do that, because that guitar, there's going to be problems. Buy a Harley Benton over Wish, 100%. If you need to buy a guitar, do not go after Wish, because there's plenty of problems. I don't think I've seen somebody say, "Wow, this is a great guitar for $30." Let's just put it that way. But, I can put a link down below. Maybe I'll do that to the cabinet so you can see the prices. They do fluctuate. If you go, that is something that always kind of threw me off. Most websites, that's the price. But because they do something with market value or something weird along those lines, there's usually like a $5 to $10 difference depending on what time of day you go to. But as of right now, the vertical 2x12 cab with the vintage 30s, I believe, is $234, and then the horizontal one, I believe, is $242 or $252. So not a massive difference depending on if you want the horizontal or the vertical. I personally like the horizontal better. I like the way it looks better. Some people prefer, up and down as opposed to side to side. But to each their own. That is everybody's personal preference. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate on this video because every time I say anything against Harley Benton, everybody gets all angry about it. Everybody's like, "Oh no, Harley Benton's the best, blah, blah, blah." And I am curious about how deep in the pockets of they are in people and other YouTubers, because there's not a lot of videos out there specifically bashing Harley Benton, minus the really early stuff, because the really early stuff, they didn't have the quality control there, and basically they were kind of shipping out hot garbage is the best way to express it when they first started out, but the quality got progressively better. And I don't think I've heard something specifically bad about Harley Benton in a very long time, but minus my videos on the price point. As I said, you're going to have some quality control issues when you're pounding out things for that price range. There's nothing you can do about it, as long as it's nothing detrimental, like the bridge is in the wrong spot. The tuners are so weirdly aligned that the strings are falling off the fretboard, and they're good customer service wise. From what I've been told, they are pretty good as well. So if you got an issue with something, let them know. 9 out of 10, they'll let you ship it back. They'll give you a new one, or they'll give you a reduced price if something gets damaged. Because I think that's what happened to Filming Knight, if I remember correctly. He got a cab. There's this damage in one spot of the cab, and they ended up giving him a certain amount of money back because it got damaged pretty decently. And shipping still worked, but it got damaged. So it is a cosmetic thing. But when you're buying something brand new, you don't want a freaking huge dent inside of it, or a giant scratch going across the whole thing. If it's like a little tiny paint imperfection, whatever, but nothing major is the best way to describe that. So this is Gray's Guitars. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.